Hi, my name is Becky Mader, and I'm going to walk you through this presentation, the federal and state budgets for USD 260 Derby Public Schools. So the first thing we will talk about is the assessed valuation. This is based on the 2018-19 budget. I have the numbers broken down there, first real estate and then personal property and utilities. So then you can see the total there for the assessed valuation, $435,408,919. Next, we'll look at the total cash balance. So this is estimated July 1 for 2019. And again, you can see there the capital outlay. We have driver training, food service, bond and interest, special assessments, and then there's the subtotal, $9,006,356 for that. Looking at the general state aid, here I chose to kind of look at the last 3 years overview so that you could kind of see the trend there. So it has gradually gone up just a little bit between the 16-17 school year and 17-18, but then went up even a little bit more for 2018-2019. Total expenditures are listed there, and I kind of itemized things, but I had bolded the total there, which accounts for 100% of the total expenditures. But if you look there, there's a significant amount, 58%, spent on instruction. And then the least percentage there is for capital improvements, other costs, and then transportation and food service are also relatively low there. And then administration and operations at 7% and 9%. And then I put down there at the bottom just the amount per pupil, $12,403. So looking at our free and reduced enrollment, our numbers are there. So I've bolded the 2018-19 school year. We have 3,292 for our free and reduced enrollment. And then here's our head count, which I think makes that seem a little bit more relevant and useful information. So again, just like that previous slide, I had listed out the years so that you could see the trend there. So we are kind of on a steady increase with our student headcount overall at 7,303 for this 2018-19 school year. Looking at our meal pricing, looking at breakfast, we have all of our schools offering breakfast. Each of them has their own serving time, but the prices are consistent throughout our buildings. We do have a difference based on the age for elementary, then 6-8, and then 9-12, and then I also put the adult prices there for a meal as well. Looking at lunch, they are again split out by the grade levels at the adult meal prices there, and then milks are 35 cents each. Looking at our mill rates, this is the mill levy for the 2019 fiscal year, and it increased by 4.878 mils for a total of 58.067. So I broke it down there by fund as well for the 2018-19 budget. So you can see there we have the general, the supplemental, and then some capital outlay, bond and interest, special assessments, and then our total at 58.067. Looking at our capital outlay, up there you'll see the total expenditures listed there, and then broken down a little bit into those categories for you to see there. Looking at bond and interest, again, the 2018-19 school year, the total expenditures is there, and then the same categories listed out as on the previous slide. So you can see the local, state, and federal revenues there for bond and interest. Looking at personnel, we have 528 full-time equivalency certified staff members. Their total salary is listed there, and then the average salary at $50,415. Looking at our classified staff, we have 317.9 full-time equivalencies, and their total salaries, their average salary for them is $31,786. Then a little bit closer look, a little bit more in depth regarding salaries. These are from the 2017-18 school year, and they're actual. So some of the other slides that I've been showing were budgeted. These are the actual. So we have 41 full-time equivalency administrators that school year with an average salary of $88,987. This would be administrators that are certified and non-certified, so kind of a variety of positions in there. Then we have teachers full-time. We have 479 FTEs, and their average salary at $55,058. And then looking at our other certified personnel, 49 of them with the average salary of $45,771. And then our classified personnel, and again, there's a wide range of different positions mixed in with that, but there's 317.9 full-time equivalencies there with the average salary of $31,786. So here's a closer look at our school bonds. We're back to the 2018-19 budgeted. So looking at those bond and interest funds, I put the total expenditures up there and then again broken down into those categories like I had done previously. But then I also listed on there the general obligation bondedness, indebtedness there. And so that's $165,140,000. So I thought that was interesting to include. Then looking at our transportation, this includes transporting eligible students, maintaining and purchasing vehicles and buses. And we have recently needed to kind of upgrade our fleet a little bit and buy some new buses and fix up some that weren't working so great. But the transportation budget does account for 3.23% of our budget, and that number is listed there as well, $2,192,728. So on the next slide, I have just listed some references that I used to compile this information. So we have a document posted on our website with Derby Schools that outlines all of these finances, all of our expenditures, our plans. There's some narrative in that, as well as some charts and graphs and tables. So that was extremely helpful. Then also the data from KSDE, of course, and then a personal interview with John Regier, our finance and business manager, director of finance. So thanks for watching, and I am excited to see how finances work in many other districts and see what kinds of comparisons, similarities, or differences we all might have. So looking forward to watching all of your presentations. Thanks.